Now, 5 years ago, the drinks giant Diageo declared today Arthur's Day in honour of Arthur Guinness, the Dublin man who, back I think it was in the 18th century, brought us the famous beer that bears his name. It's now manufactured by Diageo and is one of its biggest selling brands. But this year, Diageo has been put on the defensive by protests in Ireland that Arthur's Day only promotes drinking in a country that already drinks too much. Ireland continues to rank amongst the highest consumers of alcohol in Europe. According to one survey, Ireland topped the poll in terms of binge drinking. Romania came in at second, Germany followed behind that, whilst the UK came in fourth. Alcohol costs the Irish economy $5 billion per year, with the numbers of workers calling in sick. And government statistics show that Irish households last year spent 7.7% of their money on alcoholic drinks, and that is double what they spent on clothing, for instance. And finally, Ireland leads Europe in the rate of liver disease in the population. Well, I'm joined now by Paddy Cullivan, who is a musician and columnist for Ireland's Evening Herald, and he joins us live from Dublin. So, Paddy, first of all, just tell us, what happens on Arthur's Day in Ireland? Does everybody go around drinking Guinness everywhere?
Well, it is like that. I'm a musician as well, so effectively there's a celebration at 1 minute to 6, which is 1759, the year that Arthur supposedly invented Guinness. It's a made-up holiday, much like St. Valentine's. And but effectively, the thing I like about it is that bands are playing everywhere in pubs in Ireland. It's been kind of condemned as an alcoholiday. But, you know, I think, and it's good that this public health issue has been kind of brought forward, because every day is an alcohol day in Ireland. No more than it is in England or in Germany, where, you know, they have whole Oktoberfest beer festivals for 2 weeks. But what I like about Arthur's Day is that live music is put to the fore again. The music industry, tourists come to Ireland for the music. They don't come for the banking. So effectively what I like is that there's a payday for musicians in Ireland. Hundreds of gigs are put on, thousands of people are paid. So I kind of support it from that point of view. I think if we remove something like Arthur's Day, there is a protest about it. But if we remove it, where do we stop? Do we get rid of the Easter Bunny because he's propagating childhood obesity? Yeah, no, I see that point. But the fact is, you know, there are a lot of critics now who say, look, Diageo began this in 2009, and it encourages drinking in a country, frankly, where people don't need to be encouraged to drink. It kind of institutionalizes or even sanctions it, particularly for younger drinkers. This is true, and of course, you know, alcopops and shots and things like that are not to be encouraged at all. But, you know, there has been drink sponsorship of things for years in Ireland, for festivals and things like that, comedy festivals, music festivals. It's an unfortunate marriage because we don't have an educated billionaire class who puts money back into music or art. They build golf clubs and hotels. And of course, government funding is gone. So unfortunately, we have to marry with these big bad corporations if we're going to push the thing forward. I mean, I would rather, let's say, people go out tonight to a pub and see some live music and have a couple of drinks and enjoy it, rather than sitting at home with 3 cheap bottles of Red Plonk watching the X Factor. So they're not only damaging their liver, they're also damaging their faith in music.
Paddy, do you have any idea, I mean, what do people say about this drink culture in Ireland? Because, I mean, you know, we looked at the statistics and it does seem that it has got a very high incidence of people who do drink. What is it about the Irish culture, do you think?
Well, I mean, music has always gone in pubs. It's an unfortunate fact. I mean, even the harp, it was robbed as our national emblem and robbed and put on the Guinness logo. You know, it is a part of that, but it's no worse than Wales or England or Scotland or anywhere like that. I mean, England has a problem with hooliganism and drink at sporting events and things like that. Germany has a problem with, you know, all-day drinking. It's just an aspect of Northern European beer culture.
All right. Do you think Arthur's Day is the people who are against it are going to win? That it's going to be banned in future? I mean, it's actually a public holiday. People don't go to work. Is that what you mean?
No, it's not a public holiday at all.
No,
it's not. It's not at all. Look, it's a make-me-up holiday. That's what it is. It's to promote Diageo products. But, you know, in a sense, I think the good byproduct of it is the music, the celebration, people coming out and watching live music.
Will it be banned? Do you think it will be banned?
It won't be banned, but I think it's good that the other side have brought up the public health issue of drinking in Ireland. I think that's really important.
Right.
But it shouldn't be banned because we shouldn't contract the economy any more than it already is. 90,000 people left Ireland last year, you know.
OK, Paddy Cullivan, thanks very much indeed for talking to us live there from Dublin.